This was one of those rare occasions where I went on holiday with no plans, just relaxation and the sun. So where'd you go in the middle of winter for a nice, mild and sunny break in Europe? Madeira, Portugal. Known for its charming countryside, secluded beaches and Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a gem of a place for a week's break, which is precisely what we did. Let's hop on a 4-hour flight from London and get stuck in. My name is James, but you can call me Hammo. In 2023, I spent a year travelling the world with my girlfriend Emma. Join me as I take a look back over our epic trip, and remember to like and subscribe to keep up with our adventures. Welcome to Roaming with Hammo. Here we are again for my sins. Ryanair. Great to see you, buddy. After surviving the landing at Funchal Airport, we headed straight to the car hire depot to pick up our car, which I booked through Discover Cars. An affiliate link is in the show notes if you want to book yours too. It's a very smooth transaction, and we hit the road towards our Airbnb. Madeira is known for its many tunnels, so expect roundabouts and darkness at all times. And look at this Airbnb for a week. Absolutely glorious. I tell you what, it's nice not to be on a budget for once. There are only two things that we really want: comfort and a swimming pool. Let's enjoy the tour. This is situated in the tiny village of Distrito da Calheta, and you need to be comfortable driving up narrow, steep roads. We took a walk to the local cafe for very cheap coffee, which is so tasty. The next morning we went to the village next door called Prazeres, to a cafe called XS. This place is awesome. You have to try the tarts in Portugal. This will definitely be a local favourite for us. The rest of the day was spent hanging around the Calheta beach area, checking it out for a walk, finding a food shop and dodging the rain. We finished off with a competitive game of connections in the evening. Our first full day of sightseeing is in Funchal, so we drove the 45 minutes to the city and parked in the centre. We then walked out to Art Corner Cafe for a coffee to get us caffeine fueled for the day. Then we wandered the streets of Funchal towards the fort area of the city. I love these little cobble streets with restaurants on either side and colourful buildings. We are reaching the end of the road, so we took some snaps of the coastline. Forte de Sao Tiago is free entry and has amazing island views. I love the yellow painted walls and loved getting a bit of history in there. As always, there's always time to flick the V's at the cruise ships, and we're heading back into the city centre to check out the market and see the lights for when it gets dark. Funchal is a very walkable city with many little streets, markets and monuments. Maia coffee shop is our next stop for a trendy coffee. It's on a hill and we sat outside because there's no seating inside. The coffee is super tasty, but I felt like Houdini trying to drink it. For the evening we wanted to head down to the pier to get a view of the city, so we sauntered through the streets and sat on the pier to soak it all in. And for dinner we had booked in at Mundal Vegan, which is a vegan restaurant in the west of Funchal in an area called Sao Martino. So we drove there and parked up. This area looks much more upmarket with gated communities and huge buildings. So a quick pit stop for another coffee as I'm addicted to it. And now it's time for dinner. And this restaurant is exclusively vegan, and this is what I went for. Driving on the island at night is pretty good as each tunnel is lit up, as well as the main roads. It's great to see the island lights in the hillside with the communities up in the hills at every junction, and it makes for a spectacular sight as you drive home. The next day was a chill day with an amazing sunset. And Madeira has some stunning landscapes, so we're off to Ponta de Pargo to visit a viewpoint and a lighthouse. And look at these colours, just epic. This area has free parking and easy trails for walking, so we took advantage of these to get as many viewpoints as possible. There are many more trails to explore throughout Madeira, and one day I will return to hike to those secret beaches and secluded areas. But for now, it's one last coffee at our local XS in Prazeres. And if you want to read more about my time in Madeira, check out my blog below. And Madeira was a much needed break from travelling and content creation. We travelled so fast in 2023 to over 20 countries that we needed to slow down and take a break. This holiday was a mix of enjoying the swimming pool at Accommodation and exploring the island. I love Funchal, the little villages and the trendy coffees. However, the views are just sensational. The chances are you'll be stationed up in the hills and won't get tired of staring out the window into the amazing sunset. What an absolute dream this place is. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy your Madeira holiday. Please follow and subscribe on my YouTube channel today, and let's go and see the world. Cheers, Hammo.